Welcome back. Josh here, and today I got the pleasure, no, the privilege to be speaking about Monkey Man. This movie was co-written and directed by hot Dev Patel. Everyone else thinks this too, right? I'm not the only one. It also stars hot Dev Patel, and there's just a dash of Sharlto Copley. We follow Kid. Oh, okay. When I was looking this up, I didn't really understand like why they called him that, and if he was ever called that in the actual movie, but now I kind of get it. Okay, Kill Bill, yeah, whatever. Kid is played by steamy Dev Patel and is on the hunt for a corrupt police chief with one of the greatest mustaches ever to come to screen, you know, besides Eddie Burback. Kid is a fighter, a monkey fighter. He's a fighter that wears a monkey mask in a wrestling ring. Anyway, he's an established fighter. He's also intelligent, finding his way into the service of a high-end hotel, brothel, restaurant, all the above. Calculated and ready. Kid finds the chief and gets his dick kicked in. Gets destroyed completely. Great fighter, but he's not ready. He needs to fail in order to succeed. So like every revenge action film out there, he befriends a strange warlock. We see into his past of what's driving him. A band of misfits guide him to make him better. And bam! He's ready to take on the chief again. While the story is unfolding, we find out about the corruption and the cult-like leader that was responsible for the death of his mother. The thing that drives him throughout the entire movie. Classic action revenge story. Something we've seen before. Right off the bat, a great first-time movie for a first-time director. Having to star in it, to co-write it, and direct it himself must have been a difficult endeavor. I mean, he's kind of almost one role away from being Takashi Yamazaki. A lot of first-time directors don't hit this hard coming out of the gate. To be fair, whoever he's like surrounded himself around, producers, management, writers, cinematographers, ADs, all that kind of stuff, probably helped guide Dev Patel into a working relationship with every one of those departments in order for him to be able to do and, you know, really complete all those roles. But still, good job, Dev Patel. You made a believer out of me. Another is, you could tell that hot Dev Patel had a mix of a lot of influential action films that were poured into this. You could tell he was inspired by something like Old Boy and I Saw the Devil and John Wick and like a little bit of The Raid, especially with kind of the camera work that he was using. So, a lot of the greats. Lastly, steamy Dev Patel did something that a filmmaker should always do, and that's filmmaking consistency. The camera work and editing were wild and chaotic, and it really worked, especially with like kind of the dinginess of the environment to how the fighting and how the action really unraveled. Dev, I think, really utilized a handheld style to bring those kind of things out. But he knew when things were appropriate to kind of hold a little bit still, and then also to really lean closer into how that handheld is creating the tension, you know, kind of getting us a little bit antsy and waiting for that next scene to be able to pop up. And it's all coming through one person's eyes.
I have special eyes.
I think it really gave us a good understanding that Dev Patel knows what he's doing. Here's the thing, is that the problem that we have with a lot of blockbusters nowadays and a lot of gigantic movies is that we know when the director is working, and we know when the second unit or when the stunt coordinators or anybody else that touches the camera afterward is working, because it doesn't feel like it really exists. He wanted to make sure that everything had a signature to his own style and what the consistency of a film like this could be. So, you know, another good job, my man. This is a story we've seen a million times. This action trope, this revenge story. I mean, you know, you killed my family, now I'm going after all of you. While I think it's a great movie out of the gate, it feels just a little bit too safe. As an audience member, you'll know the story beats and you'll know exactly how these kind of predictable areas, especially when you've seen these movies before, how it's going to end on the editing floor. One other thing is that I think it's because it has such a rich area to be able to explore within environments. I wish that we kind of saw that on a bigger scope. A wider scope. Show me more of the slums, show me more of the rich cities, show me more of that in a wider lens, rather than everything just being so close. But look, that's just me being a picky little bitch, you know? I don't know what to tell you. That's just who I am. It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg! If you love revenge movies and enjoy watching the sexiest man alive fight people, sweaty, bloody, all that stuff. Go see it. There's a lot to it in the scope of how it was put together, to the color palette, to even the sound had a lot of oomph to it. If you really think of it, especially on the scope of it being a first-time director with the first-time everything, if you take a step back, especially from filmmaking terms, you'll see how good Dev Patel did and put that work in to be able to create his first movie. Again, have to say it, good job, desirably seductive Dev Patel. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. I have a problem. If you saw this, what did you think? Did you have a favorite action scene? I'd love to know. Thanks for watching me drool over Dev Patel. And Dev Patel, I'm sorry. I hope you never see this. No, that's not true. I hope you do see this. And spread it around. All right, bye. Penny for your thoughts? I can't afford that. Free thoughts? Tell me. Tell me.